Okay, we're going to do this in 3 different steps. I'm going to make this first video on just placing the views and labeling the title block. And then the second one, I'm going to do all the different section views and auxiliary views and all the different stuff to set up the dimensioning portion of it. And then the last video is going to be dimensioning it. So we want to start out with the full assembly first. So I want to go to my base view, and I want to bring in my full assembly, and I am going to make this the front view, okay? And I'm going to change the scale to, let's go 0.75. 0.75, and let's go 0.7. Yeah, that looks good. 0.65. Let's go 0.65 to 1. So I have my front, my top, my right-hand side, and then my isometric. And let's see, pull these guys in here so it's inside. And double click this. We want to shade all these views. And there's your full assembly. Now, the text box did not pop open for this one, so I want to go in here and I want to add my text. December 11, 17. Name in caps. Project title is Train Engine. And instructor, go ahead and write my name. And the scale we made was 0.6 to 1. Okay, so now we got all of our text in there. And now we want to go to the next new sheet. Same thing. Put your date. It's 12, 11, 17. Name. Project title. My name. And the scale of this next one, we're going to make that 0.6 to 1 as well. Okay, the second one is going to be your exploded view. So I already have that guy here. We want to make it to where it is facing the other way, like that. Let's go 0.6 to 1. Double click, shade. Okay. Then we want to go to annotate, parts list, go find the presentation, exploded view, okay, okay, put this up in the corner, and then we're going to go do balloons. So we need balloons for the body, the stack, linkage peg, axle peg, linkage arm, cow catcher, wheel, there's everything. You can't really see the hitch magnet very well, but that's okay. I I could go in there and fix that and resave it. It's really not that big of a deal, though. I probably should be able to see it, but not the end of the world. All right, so now we want to go back to place views. Base view, we're going to start out with the body. So I want to go in here. Let's find the body. Open. Oops, sorry, I need to open a new sheet first. I know this is a pain trying to rewrite this every single time, but oh well. And the scale for this one, let's go 1:1. If at all possible, you want to make the scale to where you can make it as big as you possibly can with keeping it on the sheet. And let's go in here and find the body, open, front, and let's put it this way with a scale of 1:1. Actually, that's a little bit too big. Let's go half. Half is fine. Because we want to do the top, the right side, but this one, oops, I forgot to, if you forget to do a view, you can go and you can right click here and you can create view, projected view, and there's the isometric. But what we also want to do is we want to project a view of the back, because we have to be able to dimension this guy on the back. Okay, so double click, shade, double click, shade, and there, we're good for the body. Actually, sorry, we're not shading the I made a mistake here. We're not shading this part of it, because when you add dimensions to something, you're not going to shade it. There we go. All right. I actually want to keep my hidden lines on there. I accidentally unclicked that. Okay, so next one, new sheet. And the next one, we are going to make the scale. There are actually going to be 3 on here. So let's just leave the scale blank on that one, and we're going to add text, because we're going to put 3 different parts on this one. We are going to put the stack. So we want to go to base view, and we want to go get the stack. Now, the stack is sphere. So if we were to bring in, let's make this one 1:1. If I were to do the right side view, it would be exactly the same as the front view, so we're not going to do that. Oh. There we go. Front view, and then the isometric. And then you're going to shade the isometric. And then we're going to bring in the hitch peg. And we're going to make the scale for this one 2:1. Go ahead and shade that. And the hitch magnet. And 2:1 for the scale for this one as well. And we want the front view. That's actually not the front. That's the front. Top. Isometric. Oop. Shade the isometric there. And now what we're going to do is, we'll do that on the next video. Okay, so we got these. Now we want to go to new sheet. The next one is going to be the wheel. And the wheel we're just going to put, we're going to put it by itself because we're going to do a detailed view of that one in the next video. So date, name, train engine, instructor, and the scale of this one, let's go 1:1. Okay, and then let's go to base view. We're going to bring in the wheel, and we want to bring in the wheel. When we bring it in, we want to make sure that this little guy, this is on the top, because we're going to do a section view of this one. So we're just going to do this. Oops. And that. And we're going to add those views in the next video. So we got the wheel in there now. Next one, new sheet. The next part we're going to bring in is also going to have a few on a different sheet. So we're going to bring in the axle peg, the linkage peg, and the linkage arm. And leave the scale blank on this one. Okay, so we're going to go to base, not projected, base. First one we're going to bring in is the axle peg. So let's go grab that guy. And 2:1 scale is fine. So we're going to go here, here, and here. Let's scoot this guy over a little bit. Shade this. And then we're going to go linkage peg. So base, linkage peg. And let's go 2:1 on this one too. And put that guy here. And the last one is going to be the linkage arm. So when we bring in this, I'm going to actually do this on this video so it fits on here right. So when I bring this in, I'm going to make the scale 1:1. And I'm going to put this guy here, here, and here. Now, in order for us to be able to get this thing to fit, we have to do a break. So I'm going to click break, and I'm going to select specified area for material removal is invalid. Specify a valid area inside the selected view. What the heck? So break. Come on, man. Okay, there we go. So I'm going to pick here, and then I'm going to drag it out to here, and it shrinks my view. So what that does is, when you have something really long, that's telling us between these two breakpoints, it's the exact same thing as from here to here. So what I want to do is I want to delete this, and I can take this guy and I can create a view and projected view, and then it puts the break in the isometric as well. So there you have a breakout view of that. And we're done with this sheet. Go to new sheet. And the last one is the cow catcher. We are going to put the date, name, project, structure, and the scale of this one is going to be 1:1. And the cow catcher is going to be a few different views here. So we want to bring in this, and we want to spin this around and flip that up. Okay. We want here, top, right side, isometric, then right click, projected view. We need the back so we can add those posts. Come on. Create view, projected. Okay. Now, shade the isometric. And we're done. There is actually going to be one more sheet, but the other sheet is going to be the track. Okay, so I'm actually going to make a video for the track tomorrow, and I'm going to make a couple more videos on dimensioning and setting these up with different section views, auxiliary views, what have you. But that's it for this one.